Good evening. Um, Thank you, Father God. Have your way. Have your way as you use me. Use me on today. Speak your word. Make it plain. Today, I want to talk to it's people out here who, even after the signs, even after the flags you've seen, even after the flat out disrespect in your face and disregard, the dishonor, you still want to ignore the truth. You still want to ignore the truth when the Most High done put it right in your face. And so you continue to be in these relationships that you ain't got no business. And so now, because you staying somewhere too long, you getting out of the will of God. You not in his perfect will. You been in his permissive will, because he's been allowing you time and space to get out, to accept it. Like, you see it, but you don't want to receive it. And so now you starting to tread on dangerous ground. Because you are rebelling against God. You are rebelling against his spirit. You ignoring what he's saying. You ignoring what he's showing you. And so now you going toward dangerous ground. You can't stay in these relationships longer than you supposed to be. You can't afford to stay any longer. You can't afford it. Because now, not only have you gotten out of the will of God, you done made this person an idol, God, because you rather hear what they got to say, even though you know you ain't gonna like it. Even though you know you're not gonna be happy being in their presence, you continue to be there. For some reason, you'd rather be in the presence of that wicked one instead of the presence of the Most High. And so now you done grieve the spirit. Let me tell you something. You can't save him. You can't save her. Darkness and light cannot agree. They don't belong together. Because either the darkness is going to overpower the light and overshadow the light and dim the light till it puts it out. It's like when the sun is out in the daytime, but dark clouds come in. if a bunch of darkness comes in, a heavy darkness, it can blot out the sun. So don't tell me that it's not possible. But it blocks the light of the sun. But then you have white clouds can be out with the sun and the light still shine through. Darkness and light can't be in the same place at the same time. So that's why you can't, it's not a peaceful habitation. That's why ain't no peace in your house. Ain't no peace in your apartment. Because you trying to dwell with darkness. You thinking that you can love the devil out this person. Well, if you show him more love, that's gonna draw him. I'm gonna tell you right now, this a trick of the enemy, and I have seen it a lot. And a lot this trick and lie comes through the church. Disguised is the church. And people are unawares of it because some of us have hearts of gold. You coming from a genuine place. You really love. When you love somebody, you really love them. And you come with pure and genuine intentions. You don't mean nobody no harm. And you give out the goodness of your heart. And so it's people that's walking around here and they looking for people like that. They target people like that. And it's for a reason. Because on this earth you have two kinds of people. You have givers and you have takers. And takers look for givers. You don't see a lot of takers hanging together. Not in a what I call it, like a man and wife relationship. When you see a group of takers together, that's a gang. That's what you call a gang of thieves. But as far as a loving relationship between a man and a woman, you don't see that. Because both of them want what they want. But neither one of them want to give. They both feel like they deserve, but nobody wants to give. And so what do? They go and look for a giver. And when they find the giver, what do to them? They take advantage of them. But I'm saying all that to say is that the church has told you to pray. You done got in these toxic relationships and narcissistic relationships that, for one, you didn't ask God if that was the man or the woman that he had that planned for you. You didn't ask him if that was your husband or your wife. You wanted what you wanted, and so you married it. And now you praying for God to bless it. But God is not going to bless no mess. See, God already knew what it was from the beginning. But you ignored the signs. And so now you feeling stuck. You people telling you wondering what to do because for one, you not getting what you want. You not getting anything out of it but heartache and pain. Look like you the only one giving. Well, ain't no look like you are the only one giving. And they steady taking. So while they using you and draining you up and mistreating you and then covering it up with a lie, a band-aid, some of you get a line, I love you. Some of you don't even get that. So you keep trying harder, you keep trying harder for validation. You don't need that validation. The only being whose validation you need is the Most High, the Creator of your soul. That's the only validation you need. So now you sitting here and you asking people in your ear telling you, pray. Keep praying for them. Keep praying and asking God to change them. God to bring them on in. If that's not who He have for you, then let them go. It's hard to kick against the pricks. When God keeps trying to show you something and open your eyes to things, and you just keep walking into that brick wall, just keep banging your head on that brick wall because you don't want to get it through your thick skull that this is not it. He keep trying to show you this ain't what I have for you. And you know the thing about it is, it's been all in His word the whole time. How to handle these people, how to deal with these people. It gives us a spiritual insight to these people. It gives us insight to within, and shows us what's making the thing tick. What's the driving force behind it? See, when you gotta get in your word. You gotta get in your word and you gotta pray and ask God to show you, because He will show you. It's in here. The scriptures that I have for you today is Luke, the 6th chapter, in the 22nd verse. Now, these toxic people, once they know they got they claws in you, because they know it by your actions. They know it when you show your emotions. That's your tail. What I mean by your tail is your sign to them. That's the sign to them that they got you. Is when you all in your emotions. See, your emotions get you in trouble. When you let them control you. So you have to gain control over your emotions. You control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. You become in charge of you. Because when you can't control your emotions, you open yourself up to being controlled by somebody else. Somebody who's not affected or not controlled by your emotions. You know why? Because they on the outside looking in, and so they seeing what's making you tick. They seeing what's making you click. They know now what to make you cry. They know what gets you stressed out. They see when you thirsty for attention, for some affection. They know when you're lonely. They know when you're walking around moping, looking like you done lost hope. They can tell. They know when you're sad. Because they done tried different things, push different buttons, get different reactions so they can watch you, how you act, study you, learn you. So that when they want to draw that out of you, they can. They'll know exactly what to do. And the longer you stay with them, the more you give away your power to them. Because you letting them control you longer. The more you letting them control you. You ever wonder why when you get in a argument with that person, everything could be quiet, peaceful. You could be getting along or trying to maintain the peace as much as lies within you. And then all of a sudden, out the blue, they'll start an argument. And so then you already walking around feeling like you walking around on eggshells, which causes anxiety, which is stress. And so because they yelling at you, again, your nerves already frazzled because all they do is yell at you. Bam, here come the floodgates. You crying. So what do? They leave. That's when they ready to go then. See, it's a method to the madness. It's a reason why they get you upset and then leave. It's not for no reason that they do things like that. They do things like that for a reason. They doing it to tie you, to soul tie you, to keep you in the cycle. Because if you run behind them, you're giving away your power. That's sewing the tie. Or if you open the doors and take them back, same thing. It's just in reverse. You letting them come back. You opening the door and letting them come back. Instead of running out the door and begging them to come back, you opening the door and letting them come back. You letting them walk all over you and use you like a doormat. And you sit up there and you feel bad because they done left. You know? Some of you know that they left and went to be with somebody else, to be with another woman, to be with another man, and you know this for a fact. Some of you know who the person is. Some of you know he with his baby mama. Some of you know she with her baby daddy. You know she with her ex. And you still take them back. So now you ain't thinking straight because you don't have control of your emotions. You looking wondering how you got there. Some of you is losing hope because they done drained all the hope out you because you done stayed there too long. So the person you was at the beginning of that relationship, you don't even see that person in the mirror no more. Some of you, the stress of it is showing in your face and your body. You're not even doing some of the stuff you was doing before you got with that person. Whereas you had joy before and like to take walks or exercise or dance. Now you just depressed. Isolated. Because for one, they done trained you to isolate yourself. And then when they come back, they know all they gotta do is give you some attention because you thirsty for it. Stop being thirsty. They give you a little attention and you just suck it up like gravy on a biscuit. Then after you got it still ain't nothing. Treat you any kind of way and wipe their feet on your heart like it's a rug. Luke 6:22 says, "Blessed are you when men shall hate you." See, some of these people done told you they hate you when they get mad. I hate you. Oh, don't let you for a time think to stand up for yourself and say, well, you know what? Leave. Because I'm tired of this. Oh, they big mad then. Oh, they hate you now. Blessed are you when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company. You blessed when they separate you from their company. You don't realize it, but you blessed when they leave. You know why you blessed when they leave? Because for one, their company ain't no good, and for two, God trying to call you to peace. God trying to call you to peace, baby. He trying to tell you, you blessed more without him. Your real blessing is without them. But you settling just to have somebody. It say, blessed are you when they shall separate you from their company. You blessed when they leave. Let them go. They want to walk out the door, let them go, baby. Good riddance. Let the doorknob hit you. You know the rest. And it said, and shall reproach you. Oh, because they're going to talk about you when they get out there. You already know that. You done been through it. See, they go out there and they drag your name through the mud when everybody wonder, well, how come you ain't at home? Well, how come you asking me to stay over here? Why you need to stay over here and crash on my couch? Why your mama, they mama or they dad asking, why you gotta come back home to me? Because see, a lot of these folks ain't even mentally capable of being self-sufficient. Because all their life they been takers. They think somebody supposed to take care of them. So now they got to run back home to their mama or their daddy. So when mom and dad is asking them, well, why? Why you back over here? You big grown something. And you back over here. So then comes the reproach. They got to talk about you and shame you. It's all on you then. You the reason why they left. You the reason why they not there. They don't want to be with you because you so bad. You the one that's so sorry. You the one that's intolerant. And I know it hurts because you love this person. But you blessed when they do it to you. Let them talk. You know the truth. And heaven is your witness. It says, and cast out your name as evil. See, they're going to talk about you so bad. You ain't no child of God. You done tried to kill them. You done put paws in their... Oh, they going to make up any lie they can. You'll be the biggest witch on the planet. Everything that they did to you, they going to turn around and say, you did it to them. You was messing with the mailman, the milkman, the grocery man, the Uber driver, the Grubhub and Uber Eats delivery, the DoorDash man. They gonna lie and say the garbage man, you were messing with them all. And most of all, they gonna talk about and put you down because of your relationship with God. Because when it come down to it, that's the main thing that they envy you for. It's because you have a relationship with God. It's because you have a light shining with you, in you, and they don't. And so some of these folks is sent by the enemy. They on a mission from hell itself. See, just like God have it, so does the kingdom of hell have his. And he sent them out against you. And they come, their main purpose is to put your light out. And if you stay too long, some of them do just that. And what I'm talking about, put your light out, I'm talking about dead. You remember on Terminator, the movie Terminator, when his lights went out in his eyeballs, he was dead. They just put the squeeze on you and crushed you. And remember, he kept coming back. But when the lights went out in his eyes, because you know the word say the eyes is the wonders to the soul. So it's a reason why in Terminator they had the light go out in his eyes. Because that was the wonder to his soul. They were showing you. He had put the light out in his soul. They had killed him. And that's what these people would do to you. Now, I'm not idolizing these people. I'm not on here to glorify the wicked one. I'm on here to glorify our Father, which art in heaven. I'm on here to glorify the sacrifice that Yeshua the Messiah made for us, who we call Jesus Christ. I'm on here to tell you that he sacrificed his life and died and rose again from the grave with all power in his hand, and gave you the victory, and you the victory, and you the victory, and me the victory. We are overcomers. So we've been adopted into a royal priesthood. We are children of the light. You gotta know who you are. Light gotta be with light, but light gotta be with light in order for it to be light. And you know what else? A light can shine just as bright by itself. A light by itself is still gonna be light. So stop being thirsty thinking you just got to have somebody. Stop not being scared to be alone. Stop being scared to be alone. Because you're not. You have your relationship with your Heavenly Father, who is omnipotent. He is everywhere all the time. He promised he would never leave you nor forsake you. So you are never alone. And when the time is right, when you have gotten that through your head, and that thing is in your heart, and you are assured in yourself that I am complete in my Heavenly Father, and he is within me, then, and you seeking your validation through him, and not through some man or some woman who has many flaws, who's not even competent within themselves, then he can see in you who is for you, if it's his will. If it's his will. Because, baby, peace of mind is priceless. And if you've been through a narcissistic or a toxic relationship, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's priceless. Once you get your peace back, ain't no devil from hell can take it from you again. And you not put up a fight. You not letting them take it from you again. You not ignoring the flags again. You know, I get emotional because every day I see it. Every day somewhere in this world, but especially, I see it in the United States because I see the news feed, and you see a relationship where somebody done stayed too long with the wrong person, and so now that person is not here no more. That person is in an early grave because they ignored the signs, because they ignored the flags. Some of you know somebody like that. I guarantee you know somebody that was in a relationship and they done been hurt by somebody who wasn't no good for them, by somebody who was from the kingdom of darkness, by somebody with no light, by somebody who did not fear God. I don't care where you are right now. You look on your news feed, I guarantee you're going to come across. And you see, majority of them, you have some who say, okay, enough is enough. I'm leaving. I'm not, and they move on. They try to. And that person don't want to let go. And you know why they don't want to let go? Because without you, they nothing. And then they expose. Everybody knows it. They expose them to the whole world. So all these lies that they done told, now they face with them. It's in their face. And they see you going on, making a life with somebody else, being happy, and they over here miserable by themselves. Because now their lies have been exposed. And pride won't let them face it. When that karma come back to them. Now, some of y'all don't, you might say, karma? What's she doing talking about karma? Well, I said karma because you'll know what I'm talking about. But the words say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So now what they done did to the people, or what they done did to you, done came back on them. That get back. They can't face the get back. And so they'll go and kill that person. The one who left. The light. Who said, I can't take this no more. I'm not doing this no more. Who put their foot down and said, now they want to go and hurt them. And some of these people will hurt the people who are with them. So now you got even other innocent people getting involved with these people. And they getting hurt. Or they hurting the person and then hurt themselves. They put their light out and then put their own light out. Because that's how selfish they are. They like, if they can't be happy, you can't be happy. The devil's a lie. But I'm just want you to know, like, you gotta get out. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You think God won't forgive you for divorce? The devil's a lie. Because for one, you was out the will of God anyway. So the divorce, it really puts you back in alignment. The divorce is positioning you to be back in alignment. Stop letting the world keep you in bondage. Stop letting the church folk, religious folk, keep you in bondage. Yeah, I know the words say that God don't like divorce, like he hated it. Because when you marry, you become as one. So a divorce is like a ripping apart. But it also say that if a man find another wife, and he ain't in this Old Testament, and if he ain't pleased with the one he got, if he find enough, he leave his first wife for another woman, then let him give her a paper of divorcement. Now, you know what? He also supposed to take care of that first wife like he was. So, according to the word, you're supposed to get your alimony too. But let him go be with the other woman then. It's basically breaking down of the word. If that's who he want to be with, let that man give you your divorce. And get your alimony if you can, because it do say he supposed to take care of her, or the first wife, like he was doing in the first place. See, they don't want to teach you that in the church. That's in the word, though. It also say in the word, this New Testament, that if that spouse leave, then let them leave, because sometimes God call you to peace. Sometimes God saying, that's enough. I'm tired. I'm done with you treating my child like that. That's enough. The end. You not finna keep doing this to the apple of my eye.